James Turner for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I got to come on here and sound off on this because this is very interesting news. The IBF just ordered a fight, at 168 for Christian Mbilli. Christian Mbilli is one of the most exciting fighters in boxing. Very, very TV friendly, very fun style, short and compact and built like a fire hydrant. He's a good watch, Christian Mbilli. So they ordered him to fight a fighter that I've been hearing about for a while now. When I go on my lives, a lot of people like my boy David Esther and other people in the chat, they've been telling me for months to make a video about this guy, and I never got around to it, but I guess now you can consider this his first video because Christian Mbilli has been ordered to fight Lele Sadjo. Yes, Lele Sadjo. So you got France versus France. This is the French super middleweight super fight, so to speak. And the winner of this fight is looking at becoming the mandatory challenger to none other than the illustrious IBF super middleweight champion, William Skull. So let's talk about it. So we'll start with Lele Sadjo. He's a fighter that really burst onto the scene when he fought Jack Cullen as a late replacement opponent in the UK, knocked and beat the brakes off Jack Cullen. And mind you, at the time, Cullen was picking up some good wins. If I'm not mistaken, Cullen wasn't that far removed from beating Avni Yildirim. And Kevin Sadjo beat him. So when he did that, he got on a lot of people's radar. And he's much like I feel like Lele Sadjo and Mbilli are very similar from what I've seen, the couple clips and highlights and fights I've watched of Lele Sadjo. He's very much a pressure fighter, compact, likes to come forward. And Mbilli's the same thing. So when you get those two styles that mirror each other, that makes for an entertaining fight. But then when you also factor in these guys are both from France. Oh my God, what's going on in boxing right now? The French are up in boxing. First you got Bruno Suras, absolutely positively exposed Jaime Munguia. And then now you got the two Frenchmen fighting in the IBF super middleweight eliminator. So it's a great time for French boxing. It's a great time for French boxers, and put some respect on the French. I think this is a good fight. Lele Sadjo, from what I've read and researched about his career, he doesn't have the luxury of like what Mbilli. Mbilli is pretty well taken care of. He's looked after greatly by Eye of the Tiger management, and he can just focus on boxing. But Lele Sadjo has to work an actual job, so he hasn't been afforded those opportunities. So this is his chance. This is his chance to become the mandatory, to beat one of his countrymen in Mbilli, and really position himself for a fight. I think, like, honestly, everyone talks about how the Canelo fight is the lottery ticket, and I'll be honest with you guys. The lottery ticket at 168 is not Canelo, in my opinion. The lottery ticket is William Skull, because William Skull, out of every weight class in boxing, out of every fighter in boxing who currently holds a world title in every weight class, William Skull, to me, is the most beatable champion there is. Hands down. He's the weakest champion in boxing. So almost just about anybody at 168 who gets the fight with them, I'm going to favor them over William Skull. Because it's very debatable if William Skull even beat Vladimir Shishkin. Vladimir Shishkin was the B-side fighter who went on the road. I think he landed the more cleaner, impactful punches, even if there wasn't many. Skull did a lot of holding, and I think Skull benefited from having the fight in his promoter's hometown, Argon Sports. It was in their hometown, so that helped him a lot, and he became champion, so credit to him. But yeah, the winner of this fight is looking at a title shot, and I think it's going to be fireworks. Honestly, I think, Mbilli's big fight was supposed to be Jaime Munguia. That was the fight that ESPN, Bob Arum, Eye of the Tiger management, and all parties involved, they were angling for that fight in 2025. That was going to be one of the fights in 2025 to look forward to. But Munguia didn't do what he needed to do against Bruno Suras. He got knocked out by a Frenchman. And so now that opens up the door for these two Frenchmen to fight each other in Lele Sadjo and Christian Mbilli. and you're gonna get a lot of leather thrown. You're gonna get two guys that are very hungry and eager to get to the top of the division, or become champion. Like Christian Mbilli has made it no secret that he said he will do anything to fight Canelo, which that's not something you should ever say in boxing because that will be used against you in and out the ring. But yeah, he wants to really fight Canelo. And I'm sure Lele Sadjo wants to make good money and become a champion himself. So there's a lot riding on this. As far as William Skoll needs to go ahead and he needs to work on his gas tank, if at all possible, because he looked bad against Vladimir Shishkin in the back half of that fight. He was very, very, very fortunate to get a decision. And he benefited from being the A-side fighter in that fight. But he won't always be the A-side fighter. And in fact, when he does fight, an Mbilli or a Pacheco or Belanga or whoever the case may be, he's going to probably be the B-side in almost every occasion. So he better clean up his deficiencies because he's going to get found out sooner rather than later. But nonetheless, I digress. These are just my thoughts on Christian Mbilli and Lele Sadjo and the two Frenchmen fighting for the IBF Eliminator spot. And yeah, I'll do a deeper dive on Lele Sadjo because that's been long overdue here on True School Sports. But I wanted to just give my initial thoughts on this fight because it is going to happen and it is going to be a fight that people in boxing need to pay attention to. So leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.
Keep watching my boy BT put on the best interviews out here.